Hey, Susan, can we talk for a sec? Didn't I tell you to go do shopping before noon? It's already way past noon. What's up? This means you have to come over here later and prepare my lunch and dinner today. Oh yeah, and you have to pay for it all. That's sort of fine.
Hi, Carol. Don't you remember? I said I couldn't do any shopping or cooking for you today. You did get my message, right? I'm on my lunch break now, but I was working since 7 a.m. There's no way I can do any shopping for you. You're just going to have to make do. About cooking dinner, I have to get back to work after lunch and I won't be done until evening. Besides, it takes about an hour by car to your place. I know you're my sister-in-law, but I'm really busy at the moment to help you. I'm really sorry.
Huh? What do you mean? You're a housewife. You've got plenty of time. Just sitting at home watching TV, I bet.
I've got a deadline to meet.
My brother Danny is supporting you. Don't give me this BS about a deadline. Where do you come up with such excuses? I mean, please. You live in a huge house. He must be making a bundle. To be honest, why would you even work? You should be playing tennis or something.
The house or my husband's salary has nothing to do with it. Besides, I decided to keep my career going even after getting married simply because I love my job.
Like I said, you're a housewife now.
I'm working from home. You can say it's my office.
You're just continuing your little hobby is all. You make it sound like it's some important job or something. You're more like a homebody.
It's not a hobby.
Oh yeah? So, Sue, you're a housewife just pretending to be some freelance writer or novelist or something, is that it? And my little brother is off on an overseas business trip, so you're doing whatever you like. What? Are you having parties over there? Wow, you really have it made. I bet you even have a guy coming over all the time. That's a no-no.
Please, keep such lewd imaginations to yourself. Thank you.
Huh?
I really have to be getting back to work. So, talk to you again. Goodbye.
Hold it 1 second. What about the grocery shopping? What am I going to do about my lunch and dinner tonight? Who's going to prepare it for me? Come on, get off your butt for God's sake. Are you still going to insist that you have a real job? Like I said, it's just a hobby. What's more, I just can't forgive you for living in such a huge and beautiful house. Why you? If you've got nothing to do, the least you can do is cook for me. Hey, are you there? Did you just cut me off?
Hey, Dan. Can you talk now?
Hey, Sue, what's on your mind?
It's about your sister.
Huh? Not my sister again.
Sorry. Always the same old problem.
Don't worry about it. Just get it all off your chest. That's what I'm here for. Anyway, I want to be kept informed of what's happening when I'm not home.
Thanks, Dan. I knew I could rely on you.
So what was it this time?
Well, she thinks my job is a hobby and I'm just lounging around the house inviting in guys and having wild parties.
A hobby? Having guys over, huh?
I keep telling her I have a real job and that I'm working from home. She just won't believe me.
Oh boy, I can't believe her! She's always been like that, always had her own way. Apparently her husband started working from home last week. So I'm sure she knows what it's about when you say working from home. It's almost normal at most companies recently. Can't get why she won't believe you.
Well, you bring home a good salary and so she apparently feels it's strange that I would have to work.
Huh? That's her reasoning. Give me a break.
And she also mentioned the house.
The house? What about the house?
She says that living here all by myself when you're on a business trip isn't fair.
Well, I can't help that.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that, right?
And also, Carol should know the circumstances.
Yeah, right? She was there when it was all explained, so I'm completely aware of the circumstances. And it was like only 6 months ago. Do you think she just forgot?
I doubt she forgot. But knowing Carol, she only chooses to hear what she wants to hear. She's always been like that. She then conjures up some fairy tale that fits her narrative.
Yeah, that's her for sure.
Actually, if I could just set her straight, I would, but no matter what I say, it just goes in one ear and comes out the other. It's just no use. It's like talking to a lampshade. Believe me, I've done it a million times. Nothing seems to work.
But at least you understand how I feel. That's good enough for me.
Thanks. That makes me feel better.
Anyways, it's just 2 more weeks. We just have to be patient for a little longer.
You think you can hang on for 2 weeks?
Yeah, I'll just keep it up like I did yesterday. I guess I can manage somehow. And she hasn't been calling me recently. I suppose her husband started working from home, so she's been texting me constantly online. At least I can ignore her, if I prefer. And she lives like an hour drive away, so she won't pop in any time of the day. Thank God for that.
Alright then. If you can't take it anymore or something comes up, my folks are nearby, so give them a call or just pop over there. They'll help you out for sure.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Okay, I'm heading out to lunch with the guys. See ya.
Thanks for hearing me out. I feel a whole lot better.
No problem. Take care and don't worry.
Hey, Susan, are you there? This is important.
Oh, hello, Carol. Can I help you with something?
I'm on my way over there right now.
Huh? On your way? Over here? You mean to my house?
What else would I be talking about?
Well, I thought...
Hey, guess what? I got divorced.
Huh? Divorce? You mean like separated from... You're not serious. Really? But why?
Yeah, it was really nothing serious. I went out with this guy, and when my husband found out about it, it was nothing serious. You know my husband, he's working from home now, and with him there, I couldn't bring my guy over anymore. I was forced to meet him outside, and while we were out, a friend of his saw us, and well, you can imagine what happened next.
You're kidding me!
Oh boy, I really screwed up.
Hey, Carol! This is no laughing matter!
Yeah, well, it is what it is. And besides, I already broke up with this guy. I wasn't that into him anyway. My folks found out about it too and don't want me coming home. So that leaves me only one choice, and that's to move in with you guys. So I'll see you soon.
Huh? Stop right there! You must be kidding. You can't just decide that on your own? I don't remember telling you our address.
Why are you being so difficult? My luggage is set to arrive there at any time, so it arrives before me. Take care of it, would you? You have plenty of room there, right? What's one extra room?
Plenty of room?
Wow, to think I'll be living in the huge house. I can't wait.
Hey, Carol?
All right then, I'm on my way. Have some dinner ready for me. Okay, see ya.
Carol, wait! We're not living in the house anymore! I can't believe this. Did she just block me? Hey, Carol! Please pick up!
Hey, Susan, are you there? What the hell is this about? What the hell is going on? Come on, Susan, pick up.
Finally! I've been trying to reach you!
What is this? I just arrived at your house. These 2 old folks were standing out on the front stairs waiting for me. They said it was their house and property, and if I didn't get out, they would call the police. They shooed me off the property.
Well, they had the right. Besides, you living with us makes no sense.
Huh? How could you say that? That's not fair. We're family.
Please don't start with that again.
But you hire those old caretakers. If you have that much money, one more person living there would make no difference.
Caretakers?
Yeah, those 2 were the butler and the maid, right? You need people to take care of that huge place. I can't believe you ordered your helpers to shoo me away, your own flesh and blood. What were you thinking, for God's sake? Call them or something and let me onto the property right away. I'm right outside the gate, and it's starting to rain, so hurry the hell up.
Carol?
Yup, it's definitely starting to rain.
Those people, the caretakers you were talking about, they're my uncle and aunt.
Huh? Uncle? Those old folks are your uncle and aunt?
Yeah, that's right. My father's older brother.
You're kidding! You have your uncle working as a butler?
Nobody said anything about a butler.
So what is this all about then?
The mansion you're so obsessed about is owned by my uncle and aunt. It's their home and property.
Huh? Wait a sec. Then why were you living there? You started living there like from 6 months ago, right? So I figured it was Danny's place.
Well, my uncle had to go away for a while, so for 6 months or so, I was asked to look after the place. That's all.
What the hell are you talking about?
My uncle and his wife returned from overseas last week, and they no longer needed me to look after the place, so I left and went abroad.
Huh? Let me stop you right there. No way! You're saying you're not even in the States anymore?
That's right.
Why? Why are you overseas?
Dan's been stationed in Europe, so I just joined him.
Huh? This is the first I'm hearing about this.
Excuse me? We relayed this news to you loud and clear. We had a family meeting and explained that my uncle asked me to look after the house for 6 months. We explained all that to you. Don't you remember? We also informed you that I would be joining Dan in Europe by the end of the year. So we're living in an apartment over here until we find a larger place.
You're kidding, right?
Anyway, I was able to continue work because my work allows me to work anywhere I want.
Then what the hell am I supposed to do?
What do you mean?
I have nowhere to live.
Why don't you just rent an apartment?
I don't have money for that. My husband took everything after he found out I was cheating on him. I think I have about $100 on me. That's it. How am I supposed to live on that?
Oh, that's too bad.
Susan?
Yes?
Okay, I accept that you're working at home and it's not some hobby. And I won't pester you about being a homebody or anything, so could you lend me a little money?
I really don't know.
Come on, I'm your sister-in-law. It's the least you could do for me.
Yeah, right.
Oh, thanks so much.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Huh?
I really don't want anything to do with someone who jokes about cheating on her husband. So sorry. If I lend you money, that means I will have to continue dealing with you. So I'll pass.
Wait a second. You're not serious. Please.
Maybe you can find some live-in job, like a maid. Good luck. Bye. My mother-in-law told me what happened afterwards. Apparently, she had nowhere to go after that. I don't know where she came up with such a crazy idea, but she found her old schoolmate, a guy she used to date back in high school. I heard she took marriage papers to this guy and demanded that he marry her. Unfortunately, this guy was already married. As they were bickering in front of this guy's house, his wife came home and demanded to know what was going on. Well, as you can imagine, things really got heated. Eventually, the cops were called, and she was arrested. Well, her parents picked her up and took her home to their place. But she still had a considerable amount to pay to her ex-husband for cheating on him. She was forced to take a live-in job at a factory out in the country. They tell me she's working day and night at this place. Apparently a real desolate and lonely place. She's stuck with these circumstances until she pays back her debts, I guess.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Abigail, what the heck do you think you're doing? Did you leave Ava on my front doorstep?
Good. You found her so early in the morning. That's such a relief for me.
You could have done anything, but you thought it was best to ring my doorbell and run off early in the morning?
Well, it's not good to leave a 1-year-old child outside for a long period of time by themselves.
If you knew that, then you shouldn't have done that. And besides, what if I refused to let her into the house? Then what would you have done?
But if I had some errands to run, then I guess there's not much I could have done about it.
No matter how close you are to your neighbors, you can't just leave your child the way you did. It's barbaric.
But you're a full-time housewife now. So what's the problem, Katrina? You are free, right? So there should be no issues with looking after my daughter.
How many times do I have to say this to you? I had no choice but to quit my job as my husband's company is making him transfer. My family would be moving somewhere else.
Yeah, that's why I objected to that. So you can take care of my daughter, you see. Now that my friend next door has become a full-time housewife, it's easier for me to leave my daughter with her. It wouldn't work at all if you and your husband had to move. That's why your husband should just move by himself and leave his family alone.
Don't you see what you're saying right now is so selfish, Abigail?
No, not really. Look, I'm meeting up with someone right now. We'll talk about this later.
Wait a minute, Abigail. You can't just bail on the conversation. You're causing so much trouble. You can't just do this to your own daughter. Abigail! How could you just leave Ava on my front doorstep once again? Now you're just being totally irresponsible when it comes to your child's well-being.
Oh, hey. Wow. You were a bit late in noticing her today, weren't you?
I just found out about 30 minutes ago. I went out to run some errands and I decided to go to my parents' house in the neighboring town. My husband, who was at home, heard what seemed to be the sound of crying around by our front door early this morning. He went out to have a look and was shocked to see that it was Ava bawling her eyes out, so we let her inside.
No, what? Your husband hasn't left you alone to go to his new job yet?
Abigail, I'm moving from this house in a week's time. That's it. You can't keep doing this. I heard that the temperature this morning was a lot cooler than usual for this time of year. How could you leave a 1-year-old outside in the freezing cold weather?
Right, okay. Just take care of my daughter, please and thank you.
You're being such an irresponsible mother. My house is not a child care center.
I don't care for all the finer details. I'm just asking for this one tiny little favor. Besides, you got a child to take care of anyway, Katrina. Having another kid to look after is hardly going to change anything.
You know that my child is an elementary school student, right? During the daytime like today, it's a school day.
So? It means that you have a lot more extra time on your hands to look after my daughter.
That's not how it works, Abigail.
No, great. I'll leave you to take care of her. I'll be back later tonight.
Are you even listening to me, Abigail? I'm not a child care center.
Hey, I promised a friend that I would hang out with them today.
Really? It's such an unavoidable task that you have to ditch your daughter again to hang out with a friend?
Yes, of course. Since you become a full-time housewife, your help has been impeccable. On that note, enjoy your time with my kid, and I'll catch up with you later.
Abigail, if you're going to keep causing trouble, I'll just have to put my ideas into action. Let that be a warning to you.
Hello? I left Ava at your front door over an hour and a half ago, and I still haven't got any messages from you. Are you there, Katrina? Since I haven't heard from you, does that mean you're finally agreeing to take care of my daughter?
What are you on about, Abigail?
I mean, either way, I'll be back in 3 days' time, so thank you for taking care of her again.
Abigail, there's no way this is happening right now. Did you try to leave Ava at my house again?
I didn't try to leave her there. I did leave her at your house. It's been an hour and a half already, so obviously you've let her into your house, right? The fact that you didn't contact me is proof above everything else.
No, I don't remember accepting your daughter into my house without directly asking me. Didn't you hear me telling you that it was going to be -3 degrees this morning? It's a really cold morning, Abigail, and since you're a mother, it's on you if you didn't consider that in your so-called plans.
I had no choice but to do that. I can control the weather. I'm already on the plane right now, so just get my daughter from your front door and look after her for a while. Since you live next door, you're like family to me, so I can request anything from you without any hassles. It's such a lucky thing to have.
Are you serious? You know that I'm also on a plane, right?
Huh? No, I'm on a plane, silly. What are you talking about?
I've already told you about this, Abigail. I said this time last week that I was moving out of my house. Today is the moving out day.
Oh, right. So your husband has finally left you behind. Of course you'll be at home by yourself then.
No, I'm with my child as well.
Oh, yes, of course you're with your child. You're with my child as well.
That's not it at all, Abigail. I'm only with my child right now, not yours. It was the plan all along for my whole family to move away together.
I have to turn off my phone now. The plane is about to take off.
Abigail? Abigail, is your phone on again? If your husband isn't picking up any of his calls, I guess your phone might also be turned off. We're already working on getting some care for Ava since you abandoned her. By leaving her in my care, you've really put yourself between a rock and a hard place, Abigail. You better be prepared for what is going to come next. Well, I guess from now on, I won't be in touch with you. Once you get this message, you should contact your husband as soon as possible.
Oh, Katrina, I just landed. I'm just in the airport's arrival gate now. I might have to wait a while to get a car back, so it might take about an hour to get home maybe. If it starts to get a little late, I'll just stay at a nearby hotel for the night. So, could you please look after Ava for just one more night? That would be great.
Abigail, I may be wrong, but did you have your phone turned off for your entire trip?
Huh? What do you mean?
You need to go back through your chat history to understand what's been going on here. It seems like you've never got in touch with your husband after all.
Huh? Would have helped my husband. What? What do you even mean? Katrina, did you try to contact my husband or something?
I suppose you saw your chat history from 3 days ago then.
What the heck do you mean by your messages? By the time I moved in next door to you, my husband was already working away from home. It would have been nice if he returned every 6 months or so, though.
Yeah, you've told me all this before, Abigail. You said the reason why you wanted to move into that house is so that you could be in your husband's hometown.
Yeah, that's true, but how can you talk to my husband?
Well, my husband and I were childhood friends, and we were born and raised in that same area. As you know, we got married. Your husband was also from the same place as us and went to the same elementary and middle school together. In other words, we have known him way longer than you.
What? Well, this is just a small world, isn't it?
I exchanged contact information through my husband, and now there's no need to contact your husband directly about what you've done.
No, wait, what? Oh, this can't be happening.
Since you decided to leave your daughter again a week ago, I contacted your husband and explained the situation. He said his mother was at home, and that I could go to your mother-in-law for help.
My mother-in-law is involved now? No.
Your mother-in-law's house is literally only a 10-minute car ride away. In addition to that, the old lady who lives diagonally across from my house knows your mother-in-law, so she was able to help out as well.
What the heck is that extreme reaction to you taking care of my daughter?
3 days ago, when you left Ava at my front doorstep, the old lady immediately came over and took care of her once she saw her sitting there by herself. She raced back to her house and called your mother-in-law, and she came over and took care of Ava.
You can't do that. Where's my Ava now?
Based on the recent events, I assume your mother-in-law is taking much better care of her than you ever would. I didn't even want to touch on what I was hearing, but why didn't you just check on her yourself?
No way. It was your job to check on her and take care of her while I was away. This has made me extremely angry.
Even if you say things like that, it's not going to help. I don't know your mother-in-law's contact information.
Then why don't you check with my husband?
Why should I have to do it? I'm still unpacking from moving into my new house.
I'm only asking you to check on my daughter. What's the big deal?
She isn't my daughter. You're the one that needs to do it. I'm starting my new day job the day after tomorrow. It seems like it's a complete waste of time trying to talk to you about how important it is to look after your own child.
A complete waste of time?
Yes, you need to do everything on your own. It's your mess, so you clean it up.
How dare you say something like that to me? I'm absolutely disgusted right now.
You left Ava in the -3-degree weather in the early hours of the morning. You don't need to say how horrible I'm being when you don't even care about your own daughter. I see no point in continuing this conversation if you can't see what you've done is wrong. See ya, Abigail.
My husband filed a divorce from me.
Wait, Abigail? It's been a few weeks since we last talked.
And I lost custody rights to Ava. Even my own parents are super angry at me and have disowned me. Why is everyone so against me?
Oh, I got a call from your husband saying that he owes me an apology for what you did to me, and that he found out that you were having an affair, and that the last trip you went on with your secret lover was actually a love affair vacation. What's more is that you lied to your lover that you were in fact single and not dating anyone.
Well, if you just took care of Ava, like you were supposed to, none of this would have happened.
At that point, I was moving my family and we were boarding a plane to our new home. I told you many times that I was moving, but you didn't care about anyone else in the situation and did what you wanted to do. You can't blame me for your wrongdoings.
Your stupid husband should have been the only one who moved so that you could take care of my daughter. Stop lying! This is your fault!
It wasn't my selfish decisions and my infidelity that led to Ava needing childcare. It should have been your own responsibility. From the beginning to the end, there was no other conversation had other than that I was moving away. I told you and you didn't listen.
But you can't do this to me.
I'm constantly repeating the same things over and over again. I'm done. I've had enough of you.
But wait a minute. Katrina, please?
There's no point. I'm done waiting. Enjoy your new single life, Abigail.
You can't just end it like that, Katrina!
I couldn't believe the reason that Ava needed childcare was for Abigail to have a love affair vacation. My first thought was that Ava is now safe, away from her mother. We made a decision to contact the husband when Ava was left at my doorstep for the second time. On the third time, we had the help from the mother-in-law and the old lady across the road. I felt so relieved that the plan worked out. Also, during the second and third times that she abandoned her daughter, there was already an investigation launched into her affair. She is now paying alimony for what she's done. The partner that she cheated with and who she had deceived also paid up. She can't rely on anyone as they have all disowned her. It seems like she spends her days working from morning to night while the energy in her soul runs out. I guess that's what you get for not looking after your own child.
Hey Nadine, you there? I got up this morning expecting you to prepare breakfast. Wasn't it your day off today? Are you already out and about?
Excuse me? I'm out exactly because it's my day off. What are you talking about? With a brother who dropped out of high school, what do you expect, right? Always cooped up at home playing games.
Playing games and dropping out of school have no relevance.
I'm on a date with Mark today. Sorry, but make your own breakfast. Unlike my brother who works in that dirty factory, Mark works for a famous media company and makes the bucks to prove it. Not the pittance you make as a factory worker.
What kind of guy is this Mark? Is he the owner or one of the managers? What's up with the guy? All I heard is that he works at a media company, whatever that is. It seems everything is a media company these days.
His name is Mark Cooper. He's way over your head, Bill. It's no use explaining him to you. You'll just get bored. The only thing you need to know is that he's rich, good-looking, and takes wonderful care of me.
Yeah, well, that's all dandy and all, but just don't become someone that's only interested in money and prestige. You can't buy happiness, as they say. What's important is character and integrity. That's what matters most, not money and status. Just don't forget to look at the human side, both good and bad.
My brother talking about character and integrity? Please, give it a break. Not something I would hear from a high school dropout and factory worker. Talking about factory work, your business is taking a hit now, isn't it? I'm just so embarrassed that my big brother works at a factory. That factory is just a hindrance to society. That's all it is. It serves no purpose. Just get it over with and let it die.
Please don't say that. It makes me sad when you say that, Nadine. Don't forget that if not for that factory, you would not have been able to go to college. Mom and Dad worked their asses off to build and maintain this factory. It hurts me to hear you berating it. It really does. The factory sat right in our property, right outside our back door. It was like our playground back then. Have you forgotten the good times we had exploring every nook and cranny of that old factory? That place is chock full of old memories of our family. And to say you wanted to die just seems so heartless and cold.
Are you serious right now? Yeah, you put me through college, but after we lost Mom and Dad, putting your kid sister through college is what any brother would do. It's got nothing to do with that dirty old factory. It's a brother's obligation to his little sister. That's how I see it. Why should I feel a sense of obligation to you or to that factory? It just seems so outmoded.
Okay, I get it. No use trying to talk to you. I give up.
As long as you get the picture. Hey, Bill, guess what? Mark just proposed to me. The day I was waiting for.
Pardon me? Really? That's great. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, about the factory, could you demolish that piece of dilapidated junk before my wedding?
Say again?
And as for you, as my big brother, I want you to find a proper white-collar job, preferably in the media world. Look what's at stake here. I'm going to be the wife of a media corporation executive, one of the biggest employers around here. I'm going to be the wife of a prestigious guy. I need to keep up appearances, you know. I can't very well say that the old derelict factory is my home. The house is a piece of crap, but it's better than that old dump. Just get it over with and tear down the whole mess. You can use your part of the money to move away and start a new life. Do what you want to do.
You have such a wonderful personality, Nadine. I don't envy your future husband. He's got a handful to look forward to.
What the hell are you talking about? Just raise the place, would you? And good riddance.
You just won't let this go, will you? You really want the place demolished, huh? Okay then.
Okay, so we're done, right? We cut all family ties.
It's more complicated than that.
What do you mean?
You're forgetting one thing. I employ a bunch of staff. I can't just fire them and be done with it. Some have worked there before I was even born. They're more like family. It's not as easy as just pulling the plug.
You're not serious.
Hello, this is Mark Cooper. Thanks for coming to the wedding. I guess that makes you my brother-in-law.
Oh, hey Mark. Thanks for inviting me. It was a wonderful wedding.
I can call you Bill, right?
Of course. You're like 3 months older than me, so you're like a big brother to me. Call me Bill or Billy, whichever you prefer. Or even William, if you want.
I think Bill would be fine. That's what Nadine always calls you. Kinda used to it by now.
Sure. Whatever is easier for you. And what can I do for you today?
Yes, actually, it's about business. I wanted to get your advice on a matter that I've been contemplating.
A business matter, really?
Yes, I was thinking of providing financial support for your factory.
Really? You mean you want to invest in the factory? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'm going to get right to the point, but the factory is not doing well. Financially, I mean.
Well, it's been doing okay.
I'm really sorry to be so blunt about it all, but it's a small community around here. We're not in the same business, but it's business nevertheless, and I tend to get wind of things. I'm sure you can imagine.
Yes, I suppose.
Is it okay if I ask a little bit about the situation with the factory at the moment?
Sure, this factory was built by my father. My mother helped with the administrative stuff, but my parents passed away in a car accident when I was in high school. My sister Nadine was only a kid then, and we had no other income other than the factory, so we had to make it work. As I was just a kid, we had a relative run of the place until I graduated from high school, but I couldn't very well take over the factory as I had no real experience. So I worked as one of the factory employees, and when I turned 25, I was able to take over as the president. Maybe I just didn't have the organizational skills to make the business work. After my folks died, the business continued on a downward trend. Years later, we were just not able to make things work. And what's more, our top skilled worker will be retiring in a year. He's been with the factory since its conception. So I figured it was about time to pack up.
I see. Thanks for telling me. This is just a suggestion, but this may be the right time. What do you say if we bought your factory? You can continue business as usual, no need to fire anybody. Just think of it as a new business venture. Everyone can continue as before. What do you say? As a business investment, we plan to incorporate new machines and equipment and also expand the overall operation. There may be a possibility of moving it to a more spacious location, just so you know.
That's the best thing I've heard in years. Are you sure about this? Are you just doing this because I'm Nadine's brother? If that's the case, please don't go out of your way. It's not worth it.
I would be lying if I said that wasn't true, but the timing was just right, to be honest. Our corporation was in need of a factory, the kind of products you're working on, but it is personal in a way of paying you back, I suppose.
Pay me back? What do you mean?
To be honest, you may not remember this, but you saved my life once. I'm sure you don't remember. It was 20 years ago. Do you recall rescuing a kid who almost got run over by a car out over by the main highway?
You're kidding me, right? That was you?
That's right. Bet you thought I was a much younger kid. I got that a lot back then.
Yeah, not making fun of you or anything, but yeah, I thought you were younger.
Yeah, I was pretty small for my age. It was only in high school that I shot up in height and filled in. LOL.
I see. I had no idea.
Actually, I didn't know that you were the guy who saved my life. It was only after the wedding that I realized who you were. During the reception, you took off your jacket and rolled up your sleeves. That's when I saw that scar on your arm. I remembered that scar you got from rescuing me. I talked to some people that were there that day and did a little checking up on my own and confirmed that it was really you.
I see. What a coincidence, to say the least.
If you had not rescued me back then, well, I wouldn't be here today. I don't know how to thank you. I owe you my life.
I'm just glad you're okay. It seems you did well.
At the time, in all the panic and all, I wasn't able to get your name. I was hoping I would run into you one of these days. Who would have thought you, the guy who saved my life, would be Nadine's brother? What a twist of fate.
Yeah, I'm still in a daze. How could this be?
So, back to what we were talking about, this investment. The timing was just right. I would appreciate if you'd accept my proposal, as a business investment and as a way for me to show my appreciation for saving my life.
Mark, I really don't know what to say, but thank you so much.
Hey, Mark, pick up. What's this all about? Why'd you go out of your way to help that old beat-up factory? You didn't have to do that.
What do you mean, beat-up factory? It's owned by your family, for God's sake. A little too disrespectful, don't you think? Anyways, this is a sound business investment, nothing more.
A sound investment? Are you kidding me? You're throwing your money away. Why invest in that broken down factory? It'll just drain you of funds. It's our money. Please don't throw it away. You still have time to pull out. Use those funds for me. Take me on a trip to Paris instead.
Nadine, am I hearing you right? Your brother put his blood and tears into that factory. I hate to hear you belittle the place. You're well aware of how much your brother put into the place all these years. Your folks and your brother worked hard at that very factory to put you through college. Have you forgotten that? And what's more, your brother Bill saved my life a long time ago. I owe him.
That has nothing to do with me. Nothing's changed. It makes no difference.
Makes no difference? Seriously?
All I care about is that we got married, and I just want to be happy. That's all. I don't need all the rest of that crap. Now that you're married to me, you should focus your attention toward me and nobody else. Forget that dirty old factory. To be honest, I feel totally embarrassed by the fact that this dilapidated old factory is part of my family. I want nothing to do with it. Now that you've invested in it, maybe it would be a good opportunity to just demolish it for good. And what's more, unlike you and me, who graduated from college, my brother is a high school dropout. I think we should just cut all ties with him and his factory and go on with our lives. All that place does is invite bad luck.
I see. You know what, Nadine? I was always a little uneasy about some of the remarks you've made and your occasional attitude towards others. I can take what you just said as how you truly feel. Is that it?
I am so happy that you see it my way. I knew you'd come around.
That only means one thing. I think we should get divorced.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
I said I decided to divorce you. You should be ashamed of yourself for having such animosity towards your brother in that factory. I'll repeat this one more time. Bill saved my life. I would not be here talking to you if it wasn't for him. If you can't understand that, well, I can't live with someone like that. I'm sorry.
Mark, are you being serious right now? This is just one big joke, right? Are you ranking me or something? Who's behind this? My brother, I bet. I mean, we love each other. We just got married. How could we get divorced so soon? Nobody gets divorced about something so trivial.
It's not trivial, and no, I'm not joking. I did think I loved you once, but it was all just an illusion. After what you said, I came to my senses. You don't love me for who I am. You only wanted me because of my money and status. I realize that now.
That's not true. I love you. I really do. Please believe me.
You really expect me to believe you after all that? Goodbye, Nadine. It was nice knowing you.
Bill, are you there? I just talked to Mark. He said he wants to divorce me. What did you say to him? Please help me out here, would you? He told me you saved his life long time ago. He owes you. That means if you ask him to do something, he has to comply, right? Could you please contact him and tell him? No, demand that he not make your sister cry and not go through with the divorce. You have to do that for me, Bill. Bill, are you there? Say something, would you?
Nadine, I thought you contacted me about... Sorry, but I have no intention of helping you out.
Excuse me, why not?
You said some terrible stuff about me and about Mark. You wanted to cut all family ties with me. Just disappear somewhere is what you said. You do remember that, right? That means I'm not your brother any longer. At least that's how I took it. Am I wrong, Nadine?
Bill, what are you saying? Are you going to abandon your only sister? Why do you dislike me so much?
It's not that I dislike you, Nadine. The fact is, I'm no longer your brother. That's what you said. So you're no longer my little sister.
How can you say that, Bill?
Just think back on what you said. The answer's right there.
I'm the victim here. I did nothing wrong. All I wanted was to be happy.
If you think that's the way to become happy, I'm afraid you'll never find happiness, Nadine. You can be sure of that.
How could you say that?
You have this uncanny ability to disregard other people's feelings and desires, but have a sharp focus on your own happiness and well-being. You don't have what it takes to really love someone or to be loved by someone. It's all just superficial to you. You have no idea what it takes to love or be loved. You don't even try.
How can you say that? Mark loves me. That's proof in itself.
Oh yeah? Then why does he want a divorce?
It's just a friendly husband and wife spat.
No, it was because you said some callous and insensitive things to him, that's why. It's because you only took from him, never gave. There was no love there. All you wanted was money and prestige. You weren't able to provide him with what's really important.
But how could you? I was only trying to...
That's it in a nutshell. You weren't able to give or receive love, that's all. That's why he wants the divorce. He felt no affection from you.
But, Bill, you have to.
I'm done here. There's nothing for me to say.
Please, don't end it here. Please, Bill, forgive me. Give me another chance.
Sorry, but I'm going to activate the block function. Goodbye, Nadine.
Bill, please.
After that long conversation, she came to the house dragging a shitload of luggage. She stood outside our home for like 15 minutes, constantly ringing the doorbell. My neighbor came out to check on her because of all the ruckus she was making. He told her I had moved away due to the relocation of the new factory. I only moved about 15 minutes away to a temporary apartment, but I guess Nadine thought I had moved far away and simply gave up. After the divorce went through, she went about trying to find another rich guy to marry and eventually found a guy, but he turned out to be married. But knowing Nadine, that didn't stop her, which as you can imagine did not end well. The wife apparently sued for damages, leaving her with considerable debt. But she couldn't change her spendthrift ways and ended up with more financial obligations. Last I heard, she was working as a hostess at a downtown club to make ends meet. Not the life she had dreamed of, quite the opposite. Hey Naomi, how was school today?
You again, Dad. Would you stop sending me texts? No job, and on top of that, sick as a dog and sitting in a hospital bed. What good are you?
As your father, I'm just worried about my daughter, that's all. Can't you even afford me that?
Then, can I ask you something? Why are you breaking up with Mom?
Well, that's obvious, isn't it? She cheated on me. As husband and wife, I just couldn't go on living with her. That's why. And please understand that I thought about not going through with it because of you, but...
No need to worry about that.
Why's that?
Mom's new guy, I had a good look at them. He's pretty cool. Good looking, unlike some people I know. If that guy's gonna be my new dad, a divorce wouldn't be all that bad.
You do realize that she cheated on me, right? How could you say that to me?
Well, Mom and Randy love each other. They'll be happy. What's wrong with that? Why do you want to mess things up for them? I'd rather have Randy as my dad instead of some sick and weak dad, currently hospitalized to boot. Besides, I heard Randy is on his way up at his firm. His life is just beginning.
So you prefer this Randy than your real dad? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. This guy's in his prime. He's headed for success, rich and good looking. What more can you ask for? He's not only super kind to Mom, but he goes out of his way to buy things for me too. Takes me out to nice restaurants and shopping. Did you ever do that for me? Just the other day, he bought me some really expensive perfume. Didn't expect that.
As I recall, he has an annual income of $150,000 or so.
That's right. Can you believe it? Way better than an unemployed, middle-aged guy who's sick and in the hospital. That's for sure. That's one reason she started going out with Randy. She couldn't stand taking care of you.
But does she really love the guy? Do you really think that this Randy loves you guys? You really think he'll make you happy?
Mom and I are going to be happy, so please, Dad, stay out of our way. Hey, Dad, I got into medical school.
That's great, Wendy. Congratulations. Did you call Mom and let her know the good news? She was going on and on about it.
I sent her a text online. I think she's right in the middle of doing her rounds.
All right. She'll be so happy when she sees it.
Yeah, I know. Ever since you and Mom got married, everything seems to come together. You know, one good fortune after another.
You have other good fortunes come your way, huh?
Oh yeah, just the other day, I won the second prize of a competition I entered, and I was also able to meet up with a really good friend of mine. We lost contact with each other for some reason or other. Hadn't seen her in like 10 years. And today, I passed the med entrance exam. Now I call that karma.
Yeah, but it was not only luck that got you into med school. You worked hard for this. Can't remember when you weren't hitting the books late at night. I'd say 99% work, 1% luck.
You did most of the chores around the house too, which gave me time to study. I appreciated that, Dad.
Well, I'm glad I was able to be of assistance. It was the least I could do for my daughter. But maybe it's me that's benefiting from all this luck.
Really? You too, huh?
Yeah, well, 5 years ago I fell very ill. I was hospitalized for a while. Figured my wife would look after me, but it ended in divorce. You heard all this before.
I remember. Your wife and daughter left you when you most needed them. I remember being really angry when I heard that. My parents got divorced after my dad cheated on Mom. Mom wasn't working at the time. We had a really tough time. But I really couldn't forgive my dad for being unfaithful to Mom. I couldn't fathom leaving Mom and going with my dad. It just didn't cross my mind, and in the end, I know I made the right decision.
You're absolutely right, Wendy. You did make the right decision. That's why I was in shock when they left me for some guy, because I thought that was the decent thing to do. I was in total despair then, sitting in the hospital, all alone, abandoned by my wife and daughter. That's when I met your mom. She was my doctor at the time. After I was released from the hospital, we kept in touch and eventually started dating. I got to know you too, and well, you seemed to accept me as your mom's new partner, and as you know, we got hitched. It was a real 180. I didn't expect such an outcome after what I'd experienced.
I remember Mom saying that she fell in love with your determination to turn your life around and to show them that you could get out of that demoralized state you were in. I can't imagine the dismay you must have felt.
That was because your mom gave me encouragement. She lifted my spirit every step of the way, and you certainly gave me plenty of inspiration. I hope you will keep inspiring me, Wendy. I'm glad you're my daughter. I mean it.
I'm glad you're my dad. Dad. Hey, Dad. Naomi here. Been like 5 years, huh?
Is this Naomi?
Hey, I heard you married a doctor. Seriously?
Where'd you hear that?
My dad's friend heard about it when he visited that hospital you stayed at years ago. She was your doctor when you were there, right? I heard she's a real beauty. Sick in bed and you still had the urge, huh? A real ladies' man. Didn't think you had it in you, Dad.
You guys left me 5 years ago. You have no business prying into how I lead my life now.
No business? That's where you're mistaken, Dad. You caused all that trouble for us, but still you end up being the happy one. Give me a break.
How did I cause you trouble? What the hell are you talking about?
You left us. That's what you did.
Are you saying I was the one who abandoned you?
That's right. After all these years, you never paid us child support. For my education, I demand $200,000 for all the years you've cut us off.
To be honest, I thought it was you and your mom that abandoned me. Left me high and dry for another guy. Anyway, I paid your child support 5 years ago. She asked for a one-time payment, and I agreed. I also asked for shared custody, but I was refused, and I never saw or heard from you until just now. All I was left to do was to accept the fact that I had fulfilled my obligations as a father by paying your mother. That's all I could do as a father. And now you appear asking for money?
The pittance you paid 5 years ago? That disappeared a long time ago.
I paid your mother $500 a month until you were 21, and in addition paid a lump sum of $25,000.
That's chicken feed.
You're not a kid anymore, Naomi. You don't need my help.
I need more than that, so pay up. But you're my father. Age makes no difference. What's wrong with the father helping out his daughter? That's what a loving parent would do.
That $25,000 was adequate payment in my opinion.
Like I said, slave wages, way too insufficient.
Are you saying that because you can't pay your tuition or something? Is that it?
I quit college after a year.
You quit college? Why'd you do that?
I got totally fed up with all that studying.
Then why don't you work? That would be the normal course of action.
Yeah, but Randy bought me all kinds of stuff and there was really no need to work.
Randy, huh? Is your mom still going out with the guy? Did they even get married?
Yeah, they got married, but they broke up recently.
Excuse me? They're not together anymore?
He made some bad business decisions and, well, long story short, his income went downhill. Mom was looking for another guy and Randy found out about it. One thing led to another.
And she got divorced. Yeah, well, figures.
And that apartment we were living in, Randy owns that, so we had no choice but to move out. But what's worse, we went to Mom's new boyfriend's house and a big argument ensued, and in the end, he wouldn't let us in. That relationship ended on his doorstep. We had no choice but to move into a cheap hotel downtown. We have paid the hotel cost every day we stay here, and it gets expensive after a while, as you can imagine. If you have any feelings of duty to your daughter, fork over $200,000 as child support.
Like I said, I paid all that 5 years ago. My obligation to you ended there. And for your information, I don't have that kind of money.
That's BS. You married a doctor, for God's sake. She's loaded.
That may be, but that's not my money. I can't use it without her permission.
Yeah, sure. So you're telling me that your wife is supporting you. Is that it? After you got sick 5 years ago, you lost your job, right? So now your wife pays the bills, huh? You really hit the jackpot.
I work from home. I'm fully employed. Luckily, I was at the company long enough to learn some very important skills, which I'm putting to good use now.
Okay, so you have no problem forking over that 200 thou.
Naomi, why don't you just leave your mom and strike out on your own? Make something of yourself.
No way! I adore my mom. She's the best.
Seriously, Naomi? You want to be like your mom?
Of course. She lives like she prefers, buys whatever she wants, goes out with whomever she likes. She lives her life the way she wants to. She symbolizes freedom.
Freedom just sounds like selfishness to me. Do you really think that she symbolizes freedom and that it brings you happiness?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Happiness is not having to work and living free, doing whatever your heart's desire. Freedom is not being tied down by anything or anybody, right? There is no need to tolerate anyone's BS. That's what Mom always says.
Are you okay with that, Naomi? You feel the same way?
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm demanding that you pay up. What's wrong with that? The normal thing to do is support your daughter. No matter how old she is, if you're my father, you have the obligation to pay up. So pay up.
Naomi, You're despicable. How did you turn out this way?
Pardon me? Despicable? How can you say that about your daughter? This is Naomi, right? Sorry to contact you from my dad's phone. My name is Wendy. I'm your dad's stepdaughter. Huh? Excuse me? You're my dad's what? Stepdaughter. There was something I needed to convey to you. Yeah, what is it? Make it quick, would ya? I'm busy. Would you stop with this give me money bullshit? You're getting on my friggin' nerves. What did you just say? I said be gone, would you? You're being a total pest. I will not permit you to belittle my father. You just crossed my red line. Are you being totally serious? He's my father, not Step. That gives me the right to talk about my dad however I please. So there, you come in out of nowhere, call him dad, and think you own the world? You're totally out of line, girl. You abandoned your sick father 5 years ago and chose to live with your mother. And you lived the last 5 years calling her boyfriend your dad. At this point, this Randy guy is your real dad. Excuse me. Mom just got a new boyfriend. That's why they got divorced. What's so hard about understanding that? Besides, if I had chosen to be with my dad when he fell ill, it would have been tough. I didn't want to go through that. The decision to go with my mom and Randy was the right one. Who wouldn't make that decision? It's obvious. Nobody wants to go through hard times. How could you say that? Are you really his daughter? Your dad fell ill and he needed major surgery and a long recovery process. Do you really think he wanted to resign from the company? He worked hard at his job. Besides his family, his job meant the world to him. Don't you have any remorse or regrets for abandoning your father when he was in need? Remorse? Regrets? Seriously? Don't make me laugh. Dad's a loser. He can't make any money. He can't satisfy a woman. What good is he? Is that why he married a doctor? Oh, I get it now. What the hell are you trying to say? Dad was just looking for the right woman to con. Huh, didn't realize he was such a womanizer. Please, your father is not that kind of person. Please don't compare him to you. Say what you like about him, but facts are facts. When you abandoned your father 5 years ago and adopted this Randy as your dad, you forfeited all rights as his real daughter. He's my father now, and I wish you would just leave him be and get the hell out of our lives. You really have nerve saying that to me. Just because you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth doesn't give you the right to talk to me that way. Who gave you the right to be happy? I want some of that happiness too. Then work your butt off a little. Work somewhere, go back to school, get some kind of license. Don't rely on others. Pull up your bootstraps and get going. You're still young. You have plenty of time. You just have to work hard. That's all. I don't have to work hard. That's too much of a hassle. All I have to do is look for a rich guy and I'm set. Do you really think that jumping from one guy to the next is going to bring you happiness? I'm not jumping from one guy to the next. I find one super rich guy that will take care of me, and I never have to work for the rest of my life. Is that so hard for you to understand? If a guy can't make the money, the guy's a goner. A real guy will provide for his wife and family no matter what. He must provide for everything they ask for. That's called happiness. If you don't know that, I feel pity for you. You really believe that, don't you? Of course I do. Women have the right to live free without any restraints. Mom says that all the time. I bet you want some guy to take care of you someday, am I right? I don't have time for that. I start medical school next semester. Pardon me, medical school? Yes, I'm going to follow my mother's footsteps. I'm working day and night to fulfill my dream of becoming a doctor, like my mother. But... You got it all wrong, Naomi. Happiness is obtained by loving and caring for each other, to grow together through thick and thin, unwaveringly. Medical school, so what? So you guys do have plenty of money. I'm tired of this BS. Switch back to Dad, would you? If he has the money to pay for your education, then he has the money to pay his real daughter some cash. You're just a fake, made-up daughter anyways.
Naomi, this is your ex-father.
Ex-father? What are you talking about? I'm sick of repeating myself. Just pay the child support, would you? This is getting silly. If you're going to pay to send your pseudo-daughter to med school, maybe $200,000 is chicken feed. Maybe we should make it $300,000. Yeah, that sounds about right. No, wait. 400,000 big ones.
No matter what you say, Naomi, you're not getting a cent from me. Goodbye.
Wait, Dad, you can't.
I would be lying if I said I didn't care at all about my own daughter, but if I even relented to 1 cent, I wouldn't know how to face Wendy. She spoke up on my behalf. I didn't want to put her through any more anguish than necessary. As for my former spouse, she apparently went from one guy to another, always on the lookout for someone rich and well off. As for Naomi, she apparently learned from her mom and found several guys, but some of them turned out to be married. She was subsequently sued by the wives and made to pay a hefty sum for her misdeeds. The hardships accumulated for my ex, and she eventually lost all her former vitality and started staying home more and more. Naomi realized that she had to work if she was to survive. I heard she's currently working several jobs to make ends meet and to support her mother.
Hey, sis. It's been a while. How've you been? Hey, Erica. Didn't expect to hear from you. What's up? Just want to let you know I'm getting married pretty soon. Seriously? Who's the lucky, or maybe I should say unlucky guy? You remember Paul? I introduced him to you some time back. Yeah, that Paul. Your boyfriend from way back. That Paul? Yeah, that very same Paul. The one I dated in high school. You're not serious? Do you really want to get married to that guy? How could you say that? Paul's not the old high school boy you knew back then. He's the president of a major IT firm now. You're kidding, right? That brainbox Paul, a president? Give me a break. How could you marry that alpha geek? Would you stop calling him a geek? He's way different now. I can't help it. He was always such a weenie. Cheap clothes, real bad taste. That's all just superficial. You say he's a president of an IT company? And maybe he should dress a little better, play the part. You know what I mean. He should at least wear a suit to the office. The guy looks like some freelance at a mom-and-pop store. I don't know where you get your information, Carol. If you had checked it out in detail, you'll know that his company is full remote. There is no traditional office. Nobody commutes, so all employees dress as they please. Anyway, Paul was never concerned about fashion. As long as he's healthy and squeaky clean, who's to complain? Besides, Paul is someone who is respected and admired. Come on, Erica. Don't make me laugh. Compared to him, take a look at my hubby. He works at a major corporation with annual income of over $150,000. Now that's something to be respected and admired. For good measure, he's super handsome and buys me anything I want. Do you always have to make comparisons? It's really annoying. For you, your husband is probably the best in the world, and for me, Paul is number one, but...
Yeah, you'd say he's your number one, but you really didn't have any other options, right? Besides, compared to me, I'm more of a woman than you. No guy would give you a second look, so you had no other choice but to pick this geek. I feel sorry for your little sister.
You got it all wrong, Carol. I'm marrying him because I love him. Always have, ever since high school.
Do you really love this guy? Sounds more like he talked you into it. Programmed you as if you were a computer. I pity you, Erica. To be duped into marrying this tech guru or whatever you think he is.
No need to pity me. I'm very happy just being around him.
Sounds like you're already landed in Glumsville. Open your eyes, Erica, before it's too late.
You really never change, sis. You never take the time to see my side of the story, or show any concern for how I feel.
It's just that I can't wrap my head around why you would marry some freelancer.
Like I keep saying, he's not a freelancer. He's the president of an IT company. Anyway, once we set the date for the wedding, I'll let you know. See ya.
Are you really going through with this, Erica? Really hooking up with that teleworker?
Are you still harping on about that? It's our wedding day. Can't you be a little more respectful?
That's exactly why I'm saying this now. I can't believe you're really going to tie the knot with that Poindexter.
How many times do I have to keep repeating myself? He's the president of an IT firm. A lot of people admire him. Many of them are here today.
No use trying to sugarcoat this whole mess of a wedding. The guy can't even buy proper clothes. Just your sorry-ass teleworker, freelancer, whatever you want to call him. Just not IT president. As a relative, this is really embarrassing. I just wish you would just put the kibosh on it.
Paul just isn't the type to waste money on clothes, and he has zero interest in brands. How many times do I have to keep repeating myself? Some people have money but opt not to use it on such frivolous things. Can't you get that through your head?
All you're doing is trying to convince yourself that you're making the right decision by candy coating everything to suit your agenda. I bet in reality you're in debt, worried about what the future holds, on the verge of tears. Am I right?
Wait, back up. What's this about debt? I don't have any debt. We paid for the whole wedding in cash, and we already picked out our new home.
Then why are you guys having the wedding at this shoddy wedding hall? If he's this super-duper IT president that's admired by all, he would arrange for a real elaborate wedding, like at the Hilton downtown. What it all boils down to is that he could only afford to have it here at this ritzy little wedding venue.
We checked a lot of places out, but in the end we picked this place because it was serene and beautiful. A friend of ours had a wedding here a few years ago, and we fell in love with it. That's why we decided on this place.
Such a nice little story.
Please, stop with the sarcasm, would you? I also hear that your husband was saying the same thing to Paul the other day. What's with you guys? Can't you accept how other people live? You've been acting this way all month. And then, on the day of the wedding, you up the ante and start trash-talking us. That we're in debt, and that he's a no-good teleworker. I'm sick of it, to be honest.
What I'm trying to tell you is for your own good. Nothing good will come of marrying a freelancer.
Not that again. I'm sick of repeating myself. I gave you his business card, didn't I? His name's on it, the company name, everything, and you're still unconvinced. Has your brain been scrambled? It is kind of hot today. Anybody can print up business cards, and besides, I never even heard of that company. I just got to the wedding hall. Have to cut this short. Talk to you later. Could you at least keep your mouth shut during the wedding? Blab all you want once it's over, but please, cut the cackle until it's over. You can do that, right? Hey, Erica, maybe it would be better if you canceled the wedding. Say again? The wedding starts in 10 minutes. What are you up to now? Everyone's all seated now, expecting the whole thing to start. I already announced to everyone that you're marrying a penniless freelancer geek, and that this wedding is drenched in debt. I warned them that they'll come crying to everyone afterwards for handouts. So better to skip this little celebration. Hold it 1 second, Carol. I did it for your own good, Erica. I know you'll live to regret it, and plus, it's a total disgrace for the entire family. If I didn't warn them and put a stop to this, I figured you wouldn't wake up from this happy valley you seem to be stuck in. The wedding starts in 5 minutes. I won't be attending, by the way. I don't want to contribute money to paying off your debts. Is that so? All right, I'll have you and your husband's seats removed. I'll let you in on a little secret. We're actually right outside the wedding hall right now. We just had to witness all those guests pouring out of the hall. It's gonna be one for the books. Whoever had a wedding with 0 guests. I warned you plenty, Erica. See ya. Erica, are you seeing this? I never expect this to happen. What am I going to do? Yeah, I heard you really pissed off one of Paul's major clients, the president of Apex Incorporated. Your husband works there, doesn't he? You guys came rushing into the chapel right in the midst of our wedding vows. I can't remember the last time I was so embarrassed. Could you talk to him? Tell him it was just a simple misunderstanding? I can't do that. You guys dug your own grave. You guys were totally out of line with him and getting kicked out of the wedding hall, trying to ruin our wedding. A self-inflicted death spiral if there ever was one. You really expect me to dig you guys out? You're barking up the wrong tree. But please, I need your help here, Erica. Please. If you don't help me, my husband's position at the company will be in jeopardy. He may even get fired. Apex Incorporated means everything to us. He was on course to become the next project manager. His entire career is at risk. This whole mess will turn our life upside down. Like I said, you guys signed your own death warrant. There's nothing I can do about it. There's plenty you can do. You're my little sister. You have an obligation to help me. As family, we are honor-bound to help each other. Wait, what? Did you just use the word family? Do you really consider me family? You've always treated me with disdain, always berating me, calling Paul a freelancer, debt-ridden, and you try to ruin our wedding. And now you come crying to me for help because we're family? Spare me. Please, don't say that. I consider us family. I was only trying to help you. Trying to help me? Really? That's right. We did all that because we were concerned for your future. But I never expected the president of Apex Incorporated to be there. How does Paul even know the guy, for Pete's sake? By the way, what did you even say to the president? Well, it was... Come on, tell me. What was it that pissed him off so much? It was about... I was only trying to... That bad, huh? That you can't even tell me. I just told him Paul was a freelancer, a teleworker. Apparently, he arrived late, and so I saw him at the entrance and stopped him. I warned him not to attend the wedding, that Paul was a mere freelance worker, that he was heavily in debt.
Why the hell did you tell him that? But I was trying to... How many times have I told you that Paul is the president of an IT company? I thought all that was BS. I showed you his business card, had the company name on it, and you still didn't believe me. He just laughed it off, so I accused him of being in the same league as Paul, and that he must be a freelancer geek like him. That seemed to piss him off. That's when my husband came out of the bathroom and saw the president of Apex Incorporated standing there, red-faced. My husband was speechless, as you can imagine. He immediately reprimanded me for angering the president of his company. And then what happened? My husband got down on his hands and knees to apologize, saying it was all a mistake. He pulled me down and forced me to beg for his forgiveness. And what happened next? He then turned to us and demanded that we apologize to you and Paul. And then... we were going to apologize and burst into the chapel, and that's when we got kicked out. Who wouldn't kick you guys out? Barging in like that? Stumbling over the pews? What a total mess you guys made! Why couldn't you just wait until the ceremony was over or after the reception? Why then and there? I can't comprehend your actions. Could you please put in a good word? Please? I suggest you figure it out yourself. How are we supposed to figure it out ourselves? He said he didn't even want to see our faces anymore. Only way to contact them is at the office. We never got his personal info. Your husband works there. Go through the proper channels, make an appointment for a meeting. Just don't drag up into a mess. Like I keep saying, you're my sister, for God's sake. Have a little compassion. We're family. We need to stick together. We're duty-bound as family to help each other when in need. All right, if that's your thinking, let me ask you this. When was the last time you helped me when I was in need? There were plenty of instances. Really? Okay, name one. And I want the details. There was the time, Can't remember, huh? You've always been like that. If you didn't get your way, you got all mopey and ill-tempered. But whenever I was in dire circumstances, you just sat back and snickered as if you were enjoying yourself. That's not true at all. I'll be sure to help you the next time you're in trouble. I think I'm officially getting dizzy. Let's cut this short. Goodbye. Excuse me? What? You can't cut me off. We're not finished. Erica, you can't leave me hanging. Growing up, my folks were always so busy. They left us to my grandma. She was the one who brought us up. After she passed, my folks just provided monetary support, never really interfered in our personal affairs. We were basically left on our own. That is, when things got tricky, there was no adult supervision. Either we keep things in check or do whatever we wanted. My sister seemed to have picked the latter. Maybe that's why she ended up being such a malicious woman. But then she married a like-minded guy. A double whammy if there ever was one. But these two eventually got divorced. Apparently, that incident was the talk of the office for months afterwards. It was apparently hard for him to remain at the company, and as a result, he eventually retired. He blamed my sister for it all. Of course, these people always find a victim. They themselves are never in the wrong.
My sister had been a housewife all these years and never really gained any useful skills. So, what did she do? She began trying to seduce my husband, Paul. My father finally had enough of her nonsense and dumped her in some institution. I'm not sure what kind of institution, and I don't want to know. That was the last I heard from her, and I hope it's the last.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.